Happy Sunday afternoon from the front porch of St. Eugene's here in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Had Mass, of course, finished up about noon. Had the people help clear out part of the sanctuary because we're getting new ceiling installed this week, so scaffolding and all that had to go up, so to get all the things that moved out of the way. And then, I'll sit out here on the porch enjoying this beautiful day, wondering, well, what to do with this beautiful day, because I'm not going to go to the office, I'm not going to do work, but, I'm not going to sleep the day away either. I know. I need an oil change. Let me do that. So I did go take that nap first still. It is Sunday afternoon after all. But only a brief nap. And now it's time to just pull out in the driveway there, enjoy this beautiful weather. Because, some priests might take the car to get to the shop to get an oil change. That's fine. But this priest likes to do a little bit more than that. I think it's important to remember that priests don't just sit in church all day. There's a whole lot of things of normal life that we get to still enjoy while doing our primary vocation still of serving the people of God. So I got the car up on these sweet ramps. This is the first time to actually use those things. My last car, it was just high enough on its own. I didn't need to do any of this for an oil change. You could just crawl underneath it. This one, a little bit lower, doesn't quite work like that. And I guess I should have known, but when I opened the hood to go to open the oil cap and just check things like that, I realized this is the first time I've done the oil change on this car. Subarus are mostly all the same. My last one was a Subaru too, so I didn't even think about it being different. But check this out. The oil filter, it's right here. And if you ever changed oil before, you know how awesome that is to have the filter literally right there on top of the engine. And so it made me think, that's kind of like online giving. So hear me out, this makes sense. So usually when you take money from, at a church event, be it a collection on Sunday or a special event, you have this like wad of cash and bills that's just, it works. You have people count it though, you got to kind of keep track of it. There's lots of details that go into in-person cash or check giving. You have to have envelopes if it's envelopes and checks. But then if you have online giving, people either scan their card in some way or go online, do recurring donations, and it just takes care of itself. It's super simple compared to the way that we're used to. So this oil filter on top is like online giving. It just makes all of the money process so much easier. It makes the oil change process so much easier. Speaking of online giving, it's worth saying, if you'd like to give to the parish, St. Eugene's here, go to steugenewf.com and you can find the online giving link there, or go to, for campus, swasucatholic.org/give, and there's the online giving there. So much easier, just like I was saying about, just like the oil change, the oil filter right here makes the oil change so much simpler. These online giving options make giving to these institutions so much easier. Now, the fun game of seeing how far the oil is going to come out and hit the pan, and if I get the angle right. I don't want it to go flying off the other side or drip down the other side either. It was a little breezy. We'll see how that goes. Okay. Also, I had to drive a little bit. Hopefully it's not too hot. Let me not burn myself. Ooh. Ow. There it goes. Ah! I didn't do a very good job. That's going to be a mess later. But actually, I have something that's going to fix that problem for next time, so at least it's just this once. Dang. That was a lot. And all of a sudden. And now it's... okay. Wow. there's at least an analogy for life here, is that whenever things get sudden like that, not to panic, because I could have just got off front of the car and ran away, because there was, splashing hot oil happening, but it's okay. Figured it out, kept things focused, and again, a little bit to clean up, but it'll be all right. Okay, back under to put this new cool valve on there that should prevent all that mess. I want to take the drain plug out like that anymore and just have chaos happen. It's got a nice little swivel bit here that you can slowly open a ball valve. Much better. Okay, you got to forgive me. I thought of just one more analogy. Well, there might be more. So, coming to the priest in sacramental confession is kind of like this valve that I just installed down here. It just makes everything so much easier. Yeah, all Christians should be examining their conscience, and if they have anything that they need to apologize to God for, to do so. And that's good. Lots of people do that. But a sacramental confession makes that process so much better and easier because it has this certainty and this tangibility to it. And this thing that I just installed, I know for sure now how the oil is going to come out. I just turn the valve, it's going to come out in a nice, simple way, and not in kind of the uncertain way that it did the first time. If you just are confessing your sins to God in your heart, yeah, I think that does have merit to it, and especially at our last times, right before we die, if a priest isn't available or that's not a thing that we're doing, God will take that into account. But to go to confession, to take a sacramental confession, to receive the graces of the Catholic Church, the God's graces coming through the Catholic Church, that just makes the whole process so much better and so much more effective. Well, that was mostly successful, or at least now I know how to do an oil change in this car. It's fun with the ramps. I've never used those before. But now the most important part of the day, to go pray again. It is still the Lord's Day, and well, I pray there's the hours every day, but it's a good way to end something like this, to go sit down, go to the chapel, and pray daytime prayer.